Welcome back, folks, to another episode of This Just In. If for your first time tuning in, we basically show all the vintage gear, used and vintage gear that we buy here at the counter at the store, and also stuff that gets shipped to us. Basically, it's a weekly episode of things that just arrived.
Nathaniel is not here today, so I was asked to co-host. I have very big shoes to fill, and no, I cannot play anything like Nathaniel. In fact, I'm very much the opposite. Like what he can do, I can do equally as bad, but like at the opposite side of the spectrum. I know this has been mentioned before in these videos, but I just want to make sure that people understand why this man next to me is so qualified for this job. And it's because for many, many years now, how many years have you been here?
A total, I took that 1 year off, but it was total like 10 years, maybe 10 a little over.
So for 10 years, Nick has been the first person who opens up the boxes and receives all used and vintage inventory into our system. So when we say this just in, we really mean it. This guy like literally opened these boxes not that long ago.
By the way, we miss Nathaniel so much because we're sad he's not here. So, but we just got a picture of him that he sent us recently back home.
Yeah.
He's enjoying life on the farm right now. So
it's a hard life. It ages him very much when he gets.
But he'll be back soon. So don't you fret.
Nathaniel is fine. Everything's fine. He's just on a little vacation visiting folks back home, Ireland, back home.
What did we start off?
Let's just start with that.
Which one?
That one right there.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, why not?
Just want to go with the boring stuff.
I know, yeah. Just another telly, who cares?
Yeah. So this is an original case, right? Mm-hmm. Great shape, by the way.
Yeah.
I've seen these come in these cases before, and they'd have to come in another case because they couldn't hold the guitar anymore.
It's true. They give out eventually. I mean, if I was from 1952, I would look worse than that. So no offense to anybody that was born in 1952.
So here we go. We have this wonderfully well-kept 1952 Telecaster. We still have the ashtray cover along with it, and this thing is just this thing feels phenomenal.
It's awesome. That was played a lot, and I know you can't tell this from a video, but when you hold the neck, when you play it, it is worn in such a beautiful way. It's kind of like it's what you want to feel in a neck, what I want to feel in a neck at least.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just so beautiful worn. And the thing about guitars like this is that if the neck is this worn, usually it means that it was played a lot. And if you look at the back of the neck, it was played everywhere a lot. Yeah, you can see it was played from here to here. So the frets, of course, are going to be gone. So this has been professionally refretted. So this is kind of like a player's dream because you can have a blackguard that has been really broken in and it sounds and feels that way, and it's been refretted so you can actually play it.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Another modification this has undergone is that it has the modern tele wiring.
I got you.
Yeah. I just picked this up in LA, by the way. It's on consignment from a very good friend of ours. And I was very honored to be invited to his home, and we're consigning 2 guitars from him, both 2 very beautiful but very different guitars. This is like a worn in, played telly, and the other one is a ridiculously clean guitar.
Which we'll probably see next,
Are we going to show that? Okay.
Yeah, do you want me to plug this in?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. We can cut it out.
Yeah.
We can cut it out. So.
Everybody knows that you're not Nathaniel, but between you and me, and don't tell Nathaniel, I often like your playing even more than him.
Yeah, except when I'm on the camera, it's a different story, folks.
Ignore the camera. These toned bananas, by the way, are going to dampen the high frequencies a little bit.
this supposed to be a good guitar or something? Yeah, but no, this thing's awesome. This thing's pretty amazing. A very well played instrument too. So
beautiful. Should we show the polar opposite of this?
Yes.
In terms of, I'll put it back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm already sweating, guys. My elbow pits are sweating.
All right, so this is the polar opposite of that guitar. This case looks so clean, and the guitar is equally as clean. It's ridiculous. And unlike, there's this, it's not, I shouldn't call it a myth, because it is true a lot of the times that if you have a guitar that's very, very clean, then it probably is not a good guitar. Well, this is not the case with this. This is very clean, and it is an amazing guitar. Sometimes, and this doesn't happen always, but I think this is one of those cases where whoever owned this played it a lot, but they took really good care of it. So they wiped it after every single use. But they played it because it's been refretted. So the guitar is ultra clean, but it's been refretted. And why would you refret something unless it actually had fret wear?
Yeah.
And that's exactly why. The radius is original. The board was essentially not really touched when they refretted it. So this is just one of those cases where the guitar was played a lot, and you can tell it's resonant, it's beautiful, it sounds great plugged in and unplugged. But it has this fresh refret with pretty accurate fret size. So when you're playing it, it really does kind of feel like, okay, this is what it's supposed to feel like and what it felt like back in 1964. Super clean, all original, other than a refret, 1964 ES-335. Also,
beautiful.
Just retrieved from LA, from a very good friend of the store's, and we are honored to consign it for him. So it is 2 patent number pickups, not PAFs, but it is like literally as close to PAF as you can get. I mean, just the year before, there were still some guitars that had one PAF and one not. We've had, and it depends, there are some guitars, especially if they have gold hardware, that they could have ended up with PAFs even later than this. So, but sounds beautiful.
Oh yeah, so this is a Princeton we bought at the counter. It's the newer model. It's like a limited run with like a, what is that, like a wine colored Tolex, right? So we're playing through a Princeton. I know people wanted me to play through the Benson, wanted us to play through the Benson, but it's sold. Somebody bought it. So, but that was the Benson Monarch reverb amp, which was it's a really cool amp, especially fun to demo with because it's got the attenuator on there and everything. By the way, another song I butchered. I have no idea how to play it.
Sounds beautiful.
There's my rendition. My rendition of. Puts the
that sounds good.
That puts the rats to sleep at night. So that's no, this thing is.
One of the reasons why these guitars are so cool, in my opinion, is because you're essentially getting the whole PAF thing, but without it being a PAF guitar. And sure, it has blocks instead of dots, so there's a few appointment things that make this, less collectible, but therefore significantly more affordable. And something like this clean is just so hard to come by. So it's a good opportunity for somebody for sure.
Always tune in to see what's new. You guys get so many great guitars, incredible guitars in. and of course having Nik and Nathaniel doing what they do best. I bought that black Epiphone SG70, featured in the History of Epiphone video, and it's phenomenal. Love it.
Nice.
That guitar was incredible. Gary, congrats.
Congrats.
I should have bought that guitar.
Which color was it?
Black.
Oh, of course.
So-
You missed out.
That Japanese 91, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Not
yeah.
only was it, I've never seen another one. I don't know how rare they really are, but it's just not something I've ever seen. It was in beautiful condition. It was black, a black SG. It doesn't get much cooler than that. And everyone who played that guitar fell in love with that guitar. It was
I remember that
a
now.
perfect guitar. So Gary, congrats. If you ever want to sell it,
Bring it back.
yes, please. Seriously. We love trades. We love buying back. So, yeah, that I wouldn't even think about that. That was an amazing guitar.
Somebody else said, thanks for jamming on the band. I can't remember what song he played, but
You'd have to ask Nathaniel because I don't, with me with song names,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Well, the band is one of the best bands ever.
Yeah.
So,
I was
and
told,
to be fair, and I want to say something, that was technically my idea when they were like, "What should we play with these?" I was like, the band.
The band.
I was told recently I look like one of the last surviving. He's passed now, but apparently I look like one of the guys from the band.
All right.
So
What's next?
Oh, you know what? We're not going to show them. We're not going to demo them or show them. We'll probably do some B-roll. But we also wanted to mention, we don't just get like vintage guitars in. We'll get newer ones in that people sell to us or trade in. Like we had those 2 Gretsches, those master builts,
Pull
right?
them out, though. We should pull them out.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have the second one on me on hand right now, but this one. But
Yeah, we have actually a few really amazing Steven Stern, Masterbuilt, Gretches,
so this one,
maybe other builders too, but I only know of the Sterns.
this one, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. But so this is, sorry, thank you. So it's a Duo Jet and gold Paisley. This thing is and it's got like it's got a light relic to it.
Which, by the way, is very typical of these Paisley finishes for the original Tellys. That's what they did, yeah.
Plus, you got this
Cat's eye.
this cat's eye.
Yeah.
Just be aware when you ship these, like if you're shipping these somewhere, don't loosen the strings too much, right? Because then this bridge will tend to pop off, right? And then this guy, the bottom half will go in the sound hole and then get wedged in there. And then you'll ask the client, hey, did you ship the other half of the bridge to us? I'm like, yeah, I shipped everything. Here's a picture. I'm like, oh, because I shook the thing earlier, and I heard nothing. It was wedged in the cavity. So I had to pull the pickup out and then fish the entire thing out.
That's really funny.
But yeah, so I felt like an idiot. So, but this thing, this is a killer guitar, I think.
Also, by the way, and not that you should necessarily think about things like this too much, but a solid investment piece, something this limited, made by one of the masters of his craft, is only going to, be more valuable as time passes.
Right?
Yeah, he's retired.
So I unboxed this morning.
Yeah, and now that I see the
don't-
case, I know what it is, and this is awesome.
Right. You have more information on this than I have, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's not much to say other than it's a very, very cool 3/4 sized. I love these guitars, and every time we have them, yeah, they're tiny. You look great.
thanks.
But yeah, it's an LG 3/4 size guitar. And anytime you see one of these that has a square bridge as opposed to a belly bridge, it's a 50s guitar. It's a 50s Gibson. I mean, what else do you need to know? It's going to be great. Old growth mahogany, spruce top, Brazilian rosewood board, all in a 3/4 size acoustic LG style guitar.
it's very, despite the size, for me, it's still a fun guitar to play.
Quiet room.
Yeah. I did play this a little earlier, and I was having quite a bit of fun with it, but now there's like so much action upstairs, I'm getting lost in all the sounds, but beautiful.
Thanks so much for the shout out, Simi from Regio Guitars.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, Regio, the guy who did the refinish on that Strat, right?
He is awesome, man.
Hopefully somebody saw it. I was like, hey, you can see it.
Well, I'm glad he tuned in. Hope he subscribed and signed up for the pedal giveaway at 390K subscribers.
This one's fun. Okay, I love this and we'll keep watching, but please just tell us what the strobe light flashing thing is going on down the hall. It's an itch in my brain, bless you in advance.
Photography?
Yeah.
That is the photo studio.
Oh my God.
Somebody has been seeing flashes down to the hallway.
Yeah, so the guitars all get photographed in the photo studio. Can you walk over there and just show them the room really quickly?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to show them really quick, like the kind of volume that we deal with on a normal basis. So these guitars, I'm going through these on this rack here. I still have some to open upstairs, but when I'm done with those, these all go this hallway here that are just jam-packed with all these guitar cases all the way down here, and you'll see cases in guitar processing. They have to go through all of these. Yeah. So they're getting through them, but I'm about to fill them all up again. The good problem we have, we always have guitars available for people. So anyway, on to the next guitar. Last guitar, but not last instrument. This thing.
Thanks, Mike.
It's a 1969 Gibson Custom Ebony. So this is, from what I understand though, on this, pickups are not original. These are swapped out with Seymour Duncan's, I believe. Now here's, from some of these old guitars, some people swap out pickups. Do you know the reasons why people would do that, besides them not working anymore?
Yeah, I was here when we bought this from the original owner, and he explained exactly why he swapped the pickups. First of all, it was just kind of like a thing that people did in the 80s. It was, and it's kind of understandable to a degree. By the way, one dead giveaway, if you ever see a guitar with, this one doesn't have a brass nut, but if you ever see a guitar with a brass nut or a brass switch tip, you can almost rest assured that it was modified in some way in the 80s. It was a hugely popular thing to switch to brass parts because it added mass and sustain and whatnot, which you can argue about the science, all day long about that. But one thing about, yes, this is a 69, so it still had 60s pickups, but by that time, pickup technology had changed pretty dramatically from the heyday of the PAF. But it was already, enough time had passed that people were starting to think, oh man, bursts have a sound, PAFs have a sound. So there were already companies starting to make PAF reissue pickups. So basically, if you owned this guitar and you were playing in the 80s and you wanted the sound of a 59 or 60 burst, you would put whatever pickups you could find that had that kind of sound, that claimed that had a PAF sound. And these are that. So they would take out the original Gibson pickups that were much hotter and just different than an old PAF, and they would put in Seymour Duncans, JBs or 59s or whatever, that were definitely more like PAFs. And that's exactly what he did. And actually, I happen to know that this person did that on the recommendation of a renowned local luthier. He has always been a Chicago person, went to his Chicago repair shop back in the 80s and said, hey, this guitar, it sounds good, but it doesn't sound as good as these old recordings. Like, well, that's because those old guitars have PAFs and...
Put some donkeys in them.
Exactly. So you put some Simi donkeys in there and all of a sudden you have a more PAF type sound.
If I were to buy this guitar, I'd keep the original knobs, but I'd put witch hats on these. I don't know what it is.
Witch hats do look cool.
Witch hats on these guys are like, so nice.
These guitars.
But
And this guitar has all of the things that you kind of want in a player grade, meaning that it has changed parts, so it's significantly less expensive than one that was all original, but it still has all the appointments that you kind of want in these. It does not have a Made in USA stamp at the back of the headstock. It does not have a volute. I don't know if you show this with B-roll later, but it doesn't have a volute. It is not a pancake body. It is before, this was an extremely transitional era for a Les Paul Custom. And this has all of the earlier appointments. If this had the original pickups in it, and the original, I think the stop tail was changed, things like that. The tuner, it was Groverized. If it didn't have any of those things, this would literally be twice the price.
And when you say pancake body, there'd be sections of wood going basically sandwiched on top of each other, right?
Yeah. Gibson was definitely entering their cost cutting era. And so in order to not rely on slabs of mahogany that were this thick, they're like, well, we have a bunch of slabs that are thinner. So they would glue two together with a piece of holly, or I'm not sure what the middle piece of wood is, and that became the pancake body era. And
you'd be able to tell, especially on a little guitar, to see the seam, right, between the wood.
Yeah, as these guitars age, the finish, because it was so thin, which is a good thing, it starts to sink into every possible crevice, every possible seam, and you would see it. And if for some reason you don't see it on the outside, you can take the back plate off and you'd see it on the back.
Gotcha, yeah.
So one-piece body, early appointments. Not original case, but it's, a really great case. These chainsaw protector cases are badass.
We've been slacking on the basses. For bass, I got a bass for you today. I thought I had it hanging, but it's in the case. I brought, special. I even brought the case with it too. So this is a very nice, beautiful, or is it a 73 jazz bass. Black.
It's my favorite iteration of the jazz bass.
And these, me too, like, especially with the black inlays too.
Black blocks with the black binding. I mean, it's such a cool, and it only happened for a couple years.
Oh yeah, the black binding. That's cool.
It's a really good price too, probably because those pickups are not original. The originals are in the case. Nice. Look at that. The original gray bobbin pickups are in the case. I'm not sure if they work. They will, of course, be tested out, and all of that will be included in the notes that the guitar processing team meticulously collects. If the pickups work, we'll probably put them in. I mean, those are great DiMarzio pickups. They look like DiMarzios to me.
Yeah.
But if those original pickups work, we'll probably put them in.
I like this little touch with this knob right here. She's like an amp knob, the Wish hat knob on there. That's awesome. That's cool.
I actually like the way that looks. Yeah.
Please, if you buy this, please keep that on there. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. But yeah,
that's more than an honorable mention. This is a badass bass.
Yeah, when I saw them, like, oh, we got to show this one.
Yeah,
I was happy that came in.
So cool.
But yeah, that's it for this episode, folks. Just don't forget that all this gear comes from viewers like you who either come in through the shop, either selling their gear or trading in for something else. But
we also travel and buy collections. I go all over the country and I, assess, appraise, and if you need us to pick it up, I literally fly out somewhere, rent a truck, pick up your stuff, bring it back, and either give you money for it or I can sign it for you. And it goes through this huge process of all of the teams that are involved in getting something live, getting it properly represented. Nathaniel probably will play it in videos, and all that marketing is all built into that whole process. So yeah, if you have stuff, a lot of stuff especially, let us know. I will go get it.
Also, if you can make it to the store, you could also fill out a form from our website, right? We have a section where you can upload pictures of the gear and fill out the form, make an offer, and sell us your gear. Giveaway 390K subscribers. We're almost there. Don't forget, we're giving away this KEELEY Manus overdrive pedal, right? In case if I need to sell it anymore, let me just show it.
Let's make sure that box isn't empty.
It's not empty.
Okay,
there is a pedal in here. I always like this logo. It's like reminds me of Transformers here.
It totally does.
Right. So thanks for tuning in. see you next week. Don't forget, every Friday, every Sunday, we got new videos coming out. And see you then. Thank you.